So today, guys, I'm gonna do this is my friend Wagner Gaming. He has a channel too, and mine is right here, right? Mine is right there. Have 4 subscribers. Last time I had 3 subscribers. I have 4 subscribers now. I have a lot of videos. 22 videos. Ooh, 22 videos. Good job. I'm so good. So the video I'm gonna make today is that and we're gonna watch Lost cartoon episodes. So I hope you watched it. Don't be scared. I'm here for you guys. So I'm here for you guys. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared. Here. I'm not even scared. Awesome cartoon videos.
Lost episodes of cartoons can be really messed up and creepy. There are many creepypastas that talk about lost cartoon episodes, ones that never aired and nobody can find real footage of them. Keep in mind that this video is purely for entertainment purposes, and these creepypastas are all fictional. It's still really scary to think about these and how the internet can make such dark stories. This video does have some dark themes, so you should watch it at your own risk. With all that being said, let's get on to some of the creepiest Lost cartoon episodes. First, we're going to be talking about the grieving from the amazing world of Gumball. This story in particular is extremely disturbing. So it starts off with the narrator Sarah watching Adult Swim really late into the morning, and then an ad comes on for a special episode of the amazing world of Gumball. The title card reveals that the episode is called The Grieving, and it was 30 minutes instead of the usual 11. The episode began with Gumball standing alone facing a corner of his dimly lit school classroom, crying and completely miserable. It was nighttime outside, and nobody else was around him as he cried for a minute of the episode. After this scene, we see Gumball's father, Richard, looking even more miserable and sobs intensely while sitting on a sofa. Richard's crying gradually got worse, and it wasn't the normal cartoon crying you'd see, but instead more realistic and depressing. Eventually, the scene changed to Gumball's parents in Principal Brown's office. The principal informs them that Anais and Darwin were not present earlier that day. Their bodies had been found, and then it goes into graphic and nauseating detail to describe that. After this scene, we get an insanely creepy flashback of the police searching the wooded area outside of the school. They finally discover the horrible fate of Anais and realize that her head was found in a small box. Realistic blood covered the box completely, but Anais's head was drawn in the normal cartoonish style. After watching this scene, the narrator calls her brother and asks if he has seen this on TV as well. She finds out that only she can see the grieving, and an old rerun of a Looney Tunes short is playing on her brother's TV. Then we get back to the episode after the narrator desperately tries to turn off her TV and stop playing the episode, but nothing is working and she is forced to watch the rest. Gumball's parents were still talking to the principal, asking if Gumball was alright, seemingly unaware of the previous moments where they found out Gumball died. The police were called again, and Gumball was found in a classroom hanging by a noose. Blood covered the knife behind him, and blood covered his clothing. The episode ended with Gumball's dead body hanging in the corner, fading to black. In the credits, the narrator discovers a familiar name and messages him on Twitter. But before she can message him, she sees a few video clips after the credits of various disturbing things. I don't want to say exactly what they were because honestly it was terrible to read, but you probably don't want to know. Eventually it's found out that this episode was just a sketch of the Wattersons and Friends, something never supposed to be released, and it was made a very long time ago. But then this person who worked on the show says that there was no blood and guts in the episode, no dead bodies, and nothing really creepy. The theory is that some lunatic edited the tape, hijacked the local TV station, and got the episode to air on the narrator's local Cartoon Network station. Someone made this episode in video form, and it's pretty creepy. The next Lost episode is not as well known as The Grieving, but I found this one really scary. It's an episode of Blue's Clues called No Clues. The narrator tells this story as a flashback.
Let's skip that.
Can be seen if you look closely enough. Then Steve gives Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper juice, but they soon realize that it's actually cyanide and poison. Steve was satisfied at his murder, so he kept going. He went after Shovel and Pail, telling them that they're next. He sang Ring Around the Rosie in a creepy little girl's voice as he grabbed Pail and killed her. More static came on the TV for about a minute, and then we see Steve and Slippery Soap. Slippery is blindfolded, unaware of the terrible fate awaiting him. Steve counted to 3, then sliced him with a knife. He then turned to the screen and said that Satan was his king, that he needed to kill himself to make him happy. A rope sound came out of nowhere and the Nick logo came on. It was in the shape of a knife, with the top of it being 666 and the bottom of it saying "To Turno," which meant your turn. There were no credits and the screen became static. The final Lost cartoon episode I'm talking about is SuicideMouse.avi. This is a shorter story than the 2 others, but it's still extremely creepy. There's an episode of Mickey Mouse walking past buildings continuously as a never-ending loop. There is no catchy tune playing in the background like you would expect, and instead there is either silence or screaming depending on how far in you are. Mickey wasn't dancing or smiling, just walking with a normal facial expression. Keep watching the full episode and it just randomly cuts to a black screen with no explanation. As it went on, everything started to get more distorted and you could hear blood-curdling screams. Mickey's face began to fall apart, with his eyes rolling on the bottom of his chin, and his smile pointing upward on the left side of his face. The screaming kept going on until 8 minutes in, and then it cuts to the Mickey Mouse face of the credits. According to the creepypasta, there was an employee who watched the final 30 seconds and then came out of the room repeating, "Real suffering is not known," before taking a guard's pistol and shooting himself in the head. You can find video clips of SuicideMouse.avi on YouTube, and they're pretty messed up. So yes, these are all fictional stories, but they're still incredibly scary. Good luck sleeping tonight. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos, give a thumbs up, and comment below to tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bell icon near the subscribe button and always peace out.